honestly, I probably would have gone to jail.
I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most brutal.
Welcome back to another episode of the most underprivileged podcast. To my left, far left, I actually have our good friend from Brazil, from the favelas.
Yes, sir. My name is Luis.
Luisinho. And then we got the star, the
Wow,
guy,
bro.
the one and only, the one and only Gio. There you go. My bad. Bro, you wanted something amazing.
I want an intro
Bro.
like that. Where's my intro like that?
Oh, my
Yeah,
bad.
he felt left out.
Bro,
He
it's
felt
because
left
you
out.
gotta build up to it.
That was like
Nah, you gotta build up
You
to
heard
it,
his
bro.
feelings
You
already.
gotta
You heard his
build up to it.
feelings.
Nah, you gotta build up to it, bro. So how's your week, brother?
Fucking chilling, staying at home all week, pretty much. I think I only worked 2 days this week.
Fuck, for real?
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, 3 were today.
Why?
Oh, I was bad on my stomach.
Oh, you have stomach aches?
I think it was like an infection.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was
What?
pretty bad. I don't know, just bad health.
And you went to the doctor or no?
Nah, just home remedies.
When last time you went to the doctor?
It was also because of a stomach infection.
Yeah?
Yeah, I did blood work that I never went for the results to, which I gotta go and do again.
Then why'd you go?
Because I had a stomach infection, but I went when it was already over, pretty much.
Oh.
Yeah, towards the end. I still took the medicine, I guess, to finish off the infection.
Oh.
But I was already coming out because that time I got invited with some old friends from church. They were like, no, let's go to the beach. I worked till 10, 11, ate 2 McChickens, and then went home and smoked and played video games maybe all night till like 5, 6 when I went to meet up with that fool, and then we headed out to the beach. And then over there, we're like wrestling. They were getting into jujitsu, and I was tossing around with them in the sand, and kind of like rolling.
That's what you said? Tussling?
Tossing around.
Oh, tossing. Okay.
Yeah, rolling around in the sand, I guess.
Yeah.
I wasn't half bad, but like all of a sudden I started feeling really bad, and I started throwing up a bunch of water.
Did you get in the water?
Well, I started throwing up, and then I jumped in the water to kind of wash my face off.
You threw up in the water?
No, I threw up outside, and then I jumped in the water. It
Oh.
wasn't a good idea, but I was feeling like shit already.
The water
And then the cold ass water made my lower back is already hurt, so I started hurting because of the cold water.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I lay down in the sand trying to heat up my back, and then the chick, I was gonna say something else, but the chick came up. One of the chicks I was there with, she came up and stepped on my back trying to be playful. That shit hurt like a bitch.
What else did she do?
No, nothing. We were just in it, but I don't know why I got fucking sick all of a sudden. And then I took some pills. I started feeling better. Although in the afternoon when we were coming back, they stopped to eat. I was feeling like shit. But they still stopped to eat. Nah, I think it was Lawrence or something like that. Yeah, they stopped to eat, and then they dropped me at home. But then the next day I went to work, and I was throwing up all over the place. So I ended up leaving, and then I was eating pure like sopita de huevo for like a week, trying to keep something down in my stomach, because I was fucking throwing them out both ends.
When was this?
3-4 years ago.
So that's the last time you went to the doctor?
Yeah, pretty much. I haven't gone since.
Oh, yeah.
I had to go earlier this year because I had to go get my physical done, and I had to go get TB tests and then life scans and all that shit. Yeah.
Really? Tuberculosis?
Yeah. They still
For
still
school-
test
for
me
the job right
for
now?
school. Yeah.
For this job right now?
Yeah, for this job right now.
That's when they inject you in your forearm. And
Yeah,
it
they
gets
inject it
into
right here, and you gotta go back in a few days to see if it bubbled up or not.
But if it swells up, that means it's...
Yeah, it's tuberculosis.
Did you have tuberculosis?
No.
Isn't it like an old disease?
Yeah, it is, bro. But it's very rare unless you don't get vaccinated.
Penicillin to just fix it, no? Penicillin?
I believe so. I think it's an infection, no?
I honestly, I don't know, but it was a death sentence before.
Yeah, before TB was, that's it. You're done.
Color TV or just TV?
Before TB?
Yeah, you said before TV.
TB.
TB.
Oh, I heard TV.
Tuberculosis.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I haven't been to the doctor in like long ass time.
I went by default. Before that, it was probably like
Before
3 or
that.
4 years.
Fuck health.
Yeah, it's fucking. You get the insurance?
Yeah, you have to have insurance.
Yeah, you have to have insurance.
I got
Yeah.
it. I got...
Or Medicare.
Medicare. Yeah.
Medi-Cal or Medicare,
Medicare,
whatever.
Medi-Cal.
It's just
Yeah, I got that
Yeah.
recently.
yeah.
Medicare?
Yeah, I don't know why or how, but I
It's
got a
free?
packet.
Is it free?
You have to sign up for it, I believe, though.
No, I didn't sign up for it. You're automatically signed up if you were previously enrolled in a certain program. If you were in some programs in there already, because I was already covered through my dad, which was the income earner of the house, and through him, my mom and me got coverage. But then because of the paperwork fallout, I guess my mom lost her coverage, and I never used it, so it didn't matter. And then recently, I just got a packet. You know, like they give you with the card and the full packet for you to choose your programs and shit.
Were you in DACA? You a dreamer?
I tried. I wasted like a few $100,000. No, like few.
Thousand.
I wish. A few $1,000s. A few $1,000s on fees for lawyers.
Did you try to get it?
Yeah.
When you were in high school?
Yeah, I tried 2 times. I was going for my 3rd time when it was already closed.
Damn, I thought everybody, if you're the paper.
It's because it was a whole issue. The first time we didn't send enough paperwork, and the priest that helped us it didn't go well. He was a lawyer priest. It didn't go well. And then the second time, the legitimate lawyer that we got, recommended and shit. Yeah, her mom died, and then she quit on us. So yeah, halfway through my case, I was calling that bitch like, "Hey, yo, what's up?" She's like, "Oh, she's not coming back."
Oh, so fuck it. But you went to college still, huh? Somehow. Right?
Somehow you can go to college regardless. Even though I have a Dream Act, I got because of LAUSD, which is also part of the Dream Act. You get like every other student, you get the first year full tuition.
So what's the Dream Act? What do you get?
The Dream Act is so you get a worker's permit.
Oh, for working.
Yeah, and then from. Well, yeah, it helps you out in school because I think you can apply for certain benefits. Because I was confused about it too. I thought I wasn't going to be able to get any assistance since when I got to college, my paperwork, bro, that was a whole ass fight because I borrowed my mom's card to go to the college and do the paperwork for what was the financial aid?
FAFSA, yeah.
FAFSA, to do that FAFSA shit. And then my mom does her shit that she's not married, and then the paperwork she's married. So there was a discrepancy, and then my mom started tripping like, "You gonna put me in jail?" Like I'm like, she wasn't supposed to be doing what she was doing. She was like, "I'm not trying to go to jail because of your stupid ass and I don't know what." And we had a whole fight over that, but in the end, I couldn't get no FAFSA money. And then all my classes were covered because I was taking full time. And then I got a bunch of fees covered by a program that I thought I wasn't able to get money from. Yeah. Like my friends were getting her classes, books and stuff paid, even money I handed up to her. And the same program.
Check on top of it?
Yeah, and she had some disabilities, I think, but she got like 3 racks a semester.
Hey, dude. I used to be balling with FAFSA, but
yeah, FAFSA money used to come in clutch.
That's how I live.
With FAFSA, bro, I actually paid off my eye surgeries.
Yeah.
The second one. Yeah.
3, 4.
It was like $15,000, bro, in total.
Total, yeah.
Total,
You got like fucking 3, 4 a semester.
Yeah, semester, bro. Yeah, the second part of my surgery, I paid off all of it, bro.
But
FAFSA.
Were you disabled in any way?
Nah, bro. They don't even have my disease as something significant. They have it as a luxury. Like my contacts, they have them as a luxury. Like they're not a necessity.
Seeing is not a necessity.
Apparently, to the government. But yet, I see some people that are like fully like capable of doing shit pull up and like escalates and shit to the department and shit.
Yeah, fuck. Dude, I don't know how they give out so much money. Do you have to pay it off eventually? No.
Do you not know our government?
But us, like, I understand how other people get help, but like, I don't fucking. Cause college is basically free, no?
No, for us it wasn't.
No?
Remember, because that came later. Because they came to a point where they had 2 years free for community college. Remember, and then we would be like getting clowned on because we'd be like, oh, my sister at least would tell me like, oh, well, I got my 2 years for free and shit.
Oh shit! So
that came after though.
Do you paid in the beginning?
Yeah, bro. Well, the government paid, not me, but.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So like,
he got financial aid.
FAFSA covered all of college.
All of it. Yeah.
For community.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I wonder why more people don't go to college. It's basically free now.
Well now it is.
Yeah,
but for the first 2 years.
Yeah, but because it's useless now.
Oh, not, yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, I'm pretty sure college applications are super down.
Yeah, and free. I think most of the people that go are women. I mean, nothing wrong with that, but women are the ones that are now going into like. Well, some of them go to the workforce.
Yeah.
Or some of them drop halfway there and make OnlyFans.
Could make more money out.
Yeah.
I think before it was women's were like just barely edged us out. I think now, since COVID,
it's mostly women.
Because I think trades are going back up.
Yeah, because it's like we don't really need rappers or any shit like that. We need construction workers.
Yeah.
Plumbers.
So ever since the pandemic, it was mainly like anything regarding trading or hustling or scamming. Guys took up to all that shit, and then the legitimate ones are going for the trades. No, that's why the legit people, legit people, work a hard job. They'll go for the construction work, and the trade, but anybody else is trying to make a quick buck is gonna try and scam. Yeah. You seen the people? My bad. You seen the people with the I think it was a Grubhub or a Cash App glitch or something like that, where they were getting free money, and then they looked at their bank accounts a long time later, and it's like $1 million in debt.
Oh.
And that shit keeps counting. That fool's crying on his phone, and that shit just keep going up.
So what do you do at that point?
I'm assuming you declare, but like it's more like a legal case because you tried to scam people, and then got fucked in the end.
I'm not that. I'm too much of a pussy to do any of that shit. Would you guys do that?
Nah, I'm not down. Just because I know people personally, I think I've already told you this. I knew somebody that was actually in an accident, and she wasted a lot of her money, and then when it got to a point where she only had a limited amount of money, some guy messaged her saying, "Oh, if you send me, or if you, I don't know, show me your bank account, I'll double it up or whatever." And they ended up getting scammed, their money taken, and I guess even more debt. Like he said, like their bank account had negatives in it.
Well, I think nowadays getting scammed like that is kind of you have to be retarded.
Well, only because like
she's borderline there.
But I think it's more because it's more aware. Ever since 2017, when it became more cyber social, it's become more aware of people to watch out for certain scams and certain red flags and shit like that. And but you're right.
They're like they barely try. Like the Indian people. But
the things that you end up the ones that end up falling, I feel like are 29 and above.
Oh, desperate people.
Not specifically desperate, but more gullible people.
29 years old, more gullible.
Some of them, most of them.
29. Well,
29 and above.
Oh. Really?
Yeah, like I feel like 29 and under, they're more like questioning.
Really?
I feel like there's a gap. I feel the people that are around, I don't know, maybe 16 and under, like, cause I know that there's some kids out there that have credit cards and stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Debit cards, yeah. So I'm pretty sure that group of people or that demographic of people get scammed, and also the people that are like 60 plus, because they don't know any better.
Yeah.
I mean, my grandma used to like. Oh, you know how like sometimes you get ads where like, oh, free whatever if you give it a spin. My grandma would want to give that a spin, and you know that it was a straight out, like a scam artist type of shit.
Yeah, because we're pretty cyber intelligent basically, because we grew up like right as the internet became,
as it was coming in.
Oh, it's interesting that all this stuff was already out, but like it trickled down to like the poorer people like wait a couple of years or two later.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about? Like if you think about it, like in the 50s, for example, right? You had like more automated stuff at home, microwaves, all that shit. But in the 50s in Mexico, that was like gonna be here in 10 years, bro. In the rancho my mom's from, they barely got fucking light. Yeah, like
I believe you.
Yeah. So like, when the fuck was that invented? Ben Franklin, fucking the 18th century, and fucking now the 21st century we barely got light. But even like more closer to us, like how the second part we talk about like the BlackBerry and how you got it when nobody wanted the BlackBerry anymore.
Well, everybody had the iPhone.
It's a delay for like all this shit, and so I don't know what the point. What was the point? We're talking about the internet, right?
Yeah. So shit got cheaper and easier for broke people to
scam.
Yeah, and for like us to be had the internet later than I seen, because the internet came out in the 2000s, like the 20th century, the 90s. And then we had internet pretty late, like 2006, 2007. We
give or take.
Started getting.
And it wasn't even the good internet. It was like the dial-up.
Yeah, the dial-up shit. Like,
take forever.
Thing, ma.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, that, and so we grew up like 2006, 2007. We were children, so we kind of grew up with the beginnings of the internet for us, and then we and then from then like our teen years and our adult years, we grew up with the internet. And shit, right? So like we're pretty savvy. We're internet savvy, basically. Yeah. But the 60-year-olds, like
they don't know.
They
really don't know.
I want to say since like 07 to 17, 19, that's when the biggest, I want to say like expand in technology and the price, how it changed. Because for instance, then to here, what do you think has become one of the more convenient and cheap items?
Phones? From 2007 to 2017?
Like, yeah.
Phones.
No, like cheap to obtain. No, just appliance to your house.
Telephone?
Plasmas.
What is it? TVs?
Yeah. TVs? Yeah, they used to be expensive and luxurious. Now those are the most cheapest things and more, big ass plasma, cheap ass price.
Yeah, that's true. I just recently bought a TV, and then I remember I was happy one time my dad bought like then it was like a huge ass TV. It was like a 30-inch or whatever, and it was fucking bulky in the back.
The big old black box.
Yeah, and then and then this was like 2005. I was like, damn, we're balling and shit. We have a big ass fucking nice TV. You probably spend a shit ton of money on it then, but like a 30-inch now will cost you what, $50.
Maybe not that exaggerated, but way
and
cheaper than what it used to be.
Black Friday deals, bro.
Oh yeah,
Black Friday is free $9.99.
Yeah, you wait outside the store, and as you see the people walk out with this TV you want,
just trip
run
up
and
take it.
Oh yeah, those fucking creeps are crazy. I never
Alex is always ready with his sweater right here, the hoodie up, hat down, eyes low.
Is that why you wear a hoodie all the time? You're ready to commit crime?
No, that's funny because they told me that at work.
Yeah.
They told me you always look like you're up to something with your hoodie on. And even the little kids be like, "Hey, bro, do you ever take out your hoodie?" I'm like, only when it's hot.
Damn, so I had the same sense of humor
as some of them, yeah, because they're a little bit younger, and it's weird. I wouldn't say like the dynamic is fully weird, but I find it a little bit interesting just because of the fact that when I was working at all of these gyms, I used to work with older folks. Yeah. I was the youngest one, so everybody else was like 30s. Yeah. Some of them barely entering their 40s. So their conversation was a little bit different, you know. And then sometimes I would work with like the paisas, like I did right there in Firestone. Oh, you feel la table. You get me? Like strip club, bro. Yeah, la table. Yeah. So some of the motherfuckers be talking about shit that older folks talk about, and now I'm in a demographic where it's pretty close to a lot of the bullshit that we say, but it's still like maybe a little step below childish, bro.
How old are these people?
These people are around, they're our age, bro, around our age, somewhere between the ages of like 20 to about 24, give or take.
Oh, shit.
I mean, it's not a big step if I'm being like completely honest, because I understand all the jokes or whatever, but for me, some of this shit is like...
Cringy?
It's not that it's cringy or anything, it's just...
It's not funny anymore.
It's not funny, yeah, exactly, like, it's not funny anymore, because you've heard them already.
Yeah, like what? Can you get an example? Like today, it should
happen. Like today, I mean... bro,
but you gotta also understand that like our humor is just recycled. All the same shit that made us laugh are gonna make them laugh, but they're just gonna use a new font, a new image, and project the same joke.
It's like when I hear the little kids talk, they still say, "Hey, bro, say I cup, spell I cup."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then they be trying to tell me like jokes or fucked up shit that we used to say that I already know it. It's like, bro, like when I was your age. We said the same shit too.
Yeah, so those jokes are timeless.
Yeah, those jokes are timeless.
Not necessarily timeless, but you gotta consider where it's getting passed through and it's coming from, because it's either older siblings, TAs, or people that are around them that are not that old and probably are using the same kind of humor and stuff like that, and they'll pick it up pretty much really easily. They're like little sponges.
Believe it or not, they do understand everything, because there's a coach that just came in like a few months ago. And her name actually starts with the letter L. And she told me out loud, call me Coach L. And then I told her, like, straight up, like, you don't want people to call you, like, don't make me call you by that name. Coach L, right? And then it's funny because one of the little girls comes up to me and she's like, oh, I know the reason why you told her not to call you Coach L. Coach L. Yeah, because her name is, I don't want to say her name, but her name is, it starts with the letter L.
Leslie, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so Leslie, right? Coach Leslie. No, it's not, but we'll use it as an example. Leslie. Coach Leslie, right? Yeah. And she would come into my class and say, like, the first time she introduced herself, she's like, oh, call me Coach L. And I'm like, dude, like, you should have not said that out loud. And then one of the little girl comes up to me and she says, oh, I know why you told her that. And she comes up to me and I told her, hey, why did you assume that, or why did you think that? She's like, oh, because L is for losers. Like, I wouldn't want you. You don't want the kids giving her an L.
Oh, I was thinking lesbian.
No.
L, but L means.
They're not old enough to be sexual
yet, bro. W and L.
No, they do know, bro. Yeah. They do know, sadly.
Yeah.
Well, they're a young generation, bro. They're gonna start earlier than the last generation.
Yeah, but some of that is a little bit too crazy, man.
Yeah, the internet fucked everything.
Yeah, the internet shows them way too much. Yeah.
Like, I was fucking... My niece was watching a podcast the other day of some fucking...
Hood rats? Of some hood rats?
No, it was fucking Chiqui Rivera.
Oh, Chiqui Rivera.
Yeah, she's 13, 12, my niece. And Chiqui is a grown-ass woman on the podcast. Bro, most adults that we know can't listen to a podcast. And she shouldn't be watching, like... Well, I'm sure it was like... It was on YouTube, so I'm sure it was safe enough. But, like, what the fuck?
Why I have a question for you guys. Maybe you guys could answer it. for example, let's just say like the WWE. You remember that? WWE? You remember
Fake
that?
Shit.
You remember
Fake
that,
shit.
right?
Fake
okay,
shit, yeah.
But you remember how back in the days they would blade themselves and they would use like the actual profanity?
Yeah.
Do you think that the only reason why, especially people nowadays, consider that era like so highly is because of the fact that even though we were kids and we were watching it at a young age, like we remember it more now because it was stuff that was to some extent meant to adults. So now that we're adults, we appreciate it more because nowadays it's PG and people say that it totally sucks.
Yeah.
But back then, since I guess going back to what you just said, it kind of becomes timeless because of the fact that we were watching it when we weren't even supposed to be watching it. Do you get what I'm saying?
It was rated R before?
Yeah, it was because there were people would like show their tits and like
there
was a chick that showed her tits. Yeah, bro.
Like, but not nipples.
No, yeah.
Nipples too?
Yeah.
I remember that.
And then people would actually be able to like cuss and they would actually bleed and stuff.
Yeah.
So do you think like that becomes more of a like more impactful because of the fact that we're watching it as kids, and now that we grow older, not only do we resonate with it because we understand it now, but also because we grew up watching it, like also the nostalgia aspect of it.
I think it's both
right? Because nowadays, like people say, like, oh, like if I watch the product now, since it's PG, like as soon as I get older, like I don't remember it anymore because it's like little kid shit, and like kids. And it's only for kids. So as an adult, you don't even really care to remember it.
Yeah, I think so.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I remember the Edge was having sex.
Yeah, sex scene. Yeah.
In the middle of the ring.
Yeah.
Like, that for sure, not for kids. So yeah, it was for adults, and then it was supposed to adults liked it then, and so now that we're
adults, we appreciate it a little more, right?
You're right. Yeah.
Do you think the demographic was white or a lot more just
white?
Dark skin, like Mexican Latinos? Because I feel like Latinos were the ones that were mainly watching that shit and letting their kids watch it along with them too.
I used to watch them on Pop sometimes.
Yeah, because my uncle used to rent them. I always bought them shits out when we would all come together to watch it. It was that type of shit. I didn't like it like that. But.
I don't think it was racial.
No, I'm not saying it was racial, but I feel like it was more of a Hispanics that used to let their young generation, the kids.
Like what was the demographic that watched it?
Yeah, because even watching the videos, maybe right there on the arenas, it was a lot more white because they had more money and shit. But like I feel like it was more like Latinos that are watching on that shit just because of their parents watching at home. I mean, we're the ones that grew up with the fucking PS2 video games and all them shits with the mimicking the other what was it with the shits that they were doing when they're slapping the fucking
the suck it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean.
You never played the video games?
Game, they sucked. I sucked at them, so I didn't play them often.
Oh, I guess.
But they were supposed to be for men for sure. Men between like 20 to 30. I don't know about the ratio. I don't know about the race or.
It was like GTA and yeah, it was like GTA. It was a bunch of kids playing it.
Yeah, but who ended up watching it were kids. But I don't know if white people watched them or Latinos watched them. I don't know about that. I don't know. But for sure, it's for men.
Yeah, and back in the days.
Back in the day, now it's for kids.
Yeah, it's PG. Yeah,
and
PG.
And those people like never like grew out of it, so you will see like some grown ass people because even now they have callbacks to like WWF. Wasn't The Rock? The
Rock is on.
The Rock, and so The Rock just recently made a comeback for like the 10th time or whatever.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, he was there not so long ago.
Was he fighting Jake Paul?
Nah.
Jake Paul? Yeah, he's arrested him.
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul.
Oh, my bad. I always fuck him up.
Yeah, I don't know. I went to an event with my dad, but I don't think my dad knew what it was.
And also, he was probably looking for mascarita sangrada, blue
The fucking Mexican wrestlers.
El brazo de oro.
He wasn't into any of that.
Oh, no?
He just took me because I was a spoiled little kid.
Okay.
And he didn't know the shit. Well, actually, if he didn't know, I was like, you remember Blood In, Blood Out?
Yeah.
You remember that sex scene?
Yeah.
I remember I had it on VHS and I would pause it. I have a TV that you can pause it. I'll pause it on like the titties. It'll show the titties for a little bit. Yeah. In the living room with like I was watching with my dad, and he like was like, oh, okay. In his mind, it was like, okay, he's not a gay. He's not gay. Yeah. I'm not gonna say that word. He's not gay. But like he said to me, oh, don't do that. Like he had to say like, oh, don't stop. Like fast forward or go. But he like I'm sure he's like, oh yeah, he's not gay. He's looking at tits and shit. Yeah. So, but he didn't really care. Like, I wasn't in trouble. I didn't get in trouble for watching tits.
So he was just worried that you were gay.
I was
and then you grew up and went to a fucking gym and started staring at cocks in the fucking shower.
Didn't you just wrestle at someone at the beach? Didn't you tell them that?
Yeah, but they weren't naked and I wasn't staring at their junk.
I don't wrestle with naked people.
You were pretty close.
So what did you end up watching, or what did you grow up watching, Gio?
watching what
like in general? Like, what did you end up fucking?
Cubo. I didn't have to.
Oh, Cubo.
Yeah, I didn't have DirecTV, so yeah.
Cubo was like channel 30.2, I believe.
Yeah, some novelas, noticias, and then I think it was Telemundo that had movies.
Cubo was for hella broke people though too, bro. Because I saw it too. Because all those shows that were on there were shows that nobody really wanted on the main networks. Yeah, so it. Clifford. No, it wasn't Clifford. Not even. Clifford.
It had Clifford. Yeah, there was a channel that would pass Clifford.
That's PBS. That's PBS.
Yeah, PBS.
But that doesn't count. Cuba was fucking bullshit.
What's the bald one?
They had Archie's Weird Mysteries.
Kalu.
Nah, they hadn't had Kalu on there.
Caillou.
They had
it was like Paw Patrol type of shit.
They had like stupid little fucking kid cartoons.
Free or some shit?
Yeah, it was free.
Yeah, it was free. It was like you just put on antenna on top of your TV. Yeah, that's it.
It was 30.2.
Antenna.
Yeah.
Oh.
But the things I never really watched TV. I picked up games really fast. I think Vice City was one of the first ones I played. Yeah. And we burned through. I think it was like 2 or 3 PS2s and about 5 or 4 discs.
How?
Because I would play it heavily, my brother would play it heavily, and then my dad would play it heavily. So that shit would not turn off all day.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we burned it out quick.
I had the white Xbox and I had the red Ring of Death.
Oh, no, I played on PS.
PS2, right?
Yeah.
But I'm saying like
there was a thicker one that had bigger fans.
The Xbox?
The PS2.
PS2.
Yeah, there was a slim one. Yeah, there was a slim one, and then there was the thicker one, the bigger fans.
Yeah, I had the thick one too. Oh, my brother had the thick one. And then,
hey, yo.
And then I had the 360 that fucking.
Yeah, we got one and it got Ring of Death.
Yeah, and then just I never went back to 360.
Yeah, I think we got grounded right after that. We never got it.
Well, that wasn't even your fault though, because those pieces of shit was getting randomly.
Yeah, but
or if they're overused, probably. Too.
Well, yeah, you were supposed to open up the bag constantly and clean it out from all the dust that it would collect, and then so it wouldn't overheat. You were supposed to buy an extra fan that would sit in the back. There was also a big ass stick of memory that you could put in case you ran out of space.
I was 12. I don't know any of that shit. Fuck.
I was younger than you.
Yeah, I don't know that.
My cousin was all into that shit, bro.
Brian?
No, my other cousin. That fool was big into fucking.
Huh? Like tech.
No, video games and skating. What? He played a lot of skate on the PS2.
Tony Hawk Skate?
Yeah.
Oh, the ranch one. What's the ranch one called?
No, I don't
think. You build your own ranch?
Nah, I don't know. We're not talking. There's one that's crazy. That one that's iconic. I can't remember. Skate. I think it was Skate 3 or something.
Skate 3?
I might be fucking it up, but there's one that's pretty big. But I think that was the one that we played the most. That shit was really fun. I think my brother still plays this Skate 1.
Skate 1?
Yeah. No, that's not the name of the game. But
the first.
A skating game.
First Tony Hawk, though, right?
I don't know. There's a bunch of them.
There's a bunch of them, really? Oh.
Yeah, Tony Hawk got a bunch of games. That fool got a ton of money off the video game.
Yeah, his royalties, no, for it.
Well, yeah, I believe he does have royalties.
Or EA, no? Was it EA? Or it was EA Sports?
I believe it was EA.
Yeah. What games did you play? You weren't a big player of games. Huh?
Yeah, again, Mortal Kombat, Need for Speed, some of the Ratchet and Clanks. I don't know if you guys remember that. Jackson Dexter. Remember Jackson Dexter?
No.
You guys didn't ever play that one? Yeah, and then of course also had the GameCube, so I was able to play like Zelda, Pokemon, Smash Bros. Yeah, like the iconic Nintendo games, Super Mario Bros, Super Mario Sunshine. So yeah, I grew up with a little bit of that. I stopped playing after the PS2. No, after the PSP. And so then there was a big jump, bro, where I didn't really play anything until the Switch, honestly. That was recent, yeah. And honestly, like, if I'm being completely honest, all the games that are on now, they're a little bit too difficult for me. Because I missed a big, like a big era of video games where it's like first-person shooter, bro. And you got to be moving at the same time. Yeah. So it's kind of difficult for me, if I'm being completely honest.
What do you play on the Switch?
I just play Zelda.
It was the aerial view, huh?
Zelda is third person. Yeah, so like first person shooter. It's too hard for me, bro. If I'm being completely honest, I would literally need to sit down and like practice, but I don't got time for that.
Yeah. For me, it's the opposite.
You think so?
Aerial view is I can't
do it.
I can't do aerial view. I remember one time Zombies had aerial view on Black Ops 1.
Oh, I don't know.
You didn't play Black Ops 1?
I started in Black Ops. I played. Yeah, no, actually, it didn't have.
Yeah, it did. It was like a Easter egg one.
Oh,
where you break up. Black Ops. Remember, you start off your chain.
Black Ops 1.
Black Ops 1. You're like the screen
Oh, you're talking about in the missions.
No. The opening screen where it says play game, multiplayer.
Yeah, you're chained up, and when you get off of the chair.
No, but there's Easter egg where you can like escape or something.
Yeah, that's why you get up off of the chair.
But not the mission though.
No, that's right. But you, like in the waiting lobby, you get up off of the chair and you can walk around.
And then you go to the computer, you put like a little code in, you get the access to like the.
I didn't know that was I didn't know that was aerial view.
Yeah, it's like above. It's kind of kind of that style, Zelda style. Because and it's grainy, like not that.
Yeah, because I remember that how you were able to get up off the chair and walk around and bang on shit.
Yeah.
But I didn't remember it was the third.
You can go to the computer and then like put something in.
And even the new games, they're like a little bit too difficult for me still, bro. Because I play Zelda, and I remember when I used to play Zelda, you would have the sword and the shield already. And so they gave me this motherfucker with all like clothes, and you had to fight with a fucking stick. I was fucking mad when I started playing again, since I hadn't, like I told you, I hadn't played since like maybe 2008. And I'm back at this, in a game that I grew up playing, and that for most of the games where you pretty much start at the same place. They give you everything. Yeah, and now I'm like starting with a dude that's naked. He has no sword and no shield, so I'm like, fuck. And I was fucking hella mad.
Is that multiplayer? What's Zelda? Is it mission based or multiplayer?
Yeah, it's mission based. It's like maps, and it's open world, and it's a really really long game, bro. Because they have like the depths of hell. They have like
it's like GTA.
Like normal mode, and then now they have the aerial one, but it's not aerial like as in it's like you were saying. It's more like they have a map in the sky. Oh. So it's like a very long ass game too.
Oh, fuck that.
But I think I was hearing that it was dumb because it was the exact same thing under and above.
Yeah.
The map is the same under and above. It's just different levels of hardness about it.
Yeah. Yeah, so like when you kill a lot of like the main enemies in the normal world, like they go like to hell and shit. And you gotta fight them again.
And then they go to heaven.
No, they don't go to heaven no more. That's it. It's just twice, bro. Yeah, but
have you beat it yet?
Hell no. And I've had it probably since August. Yeah. But it's because also I don't really. I'm one of those people that I can't binge shit, whether it be watching stuff or doing stuff, because I get bored. Oh, yeah. So I only play for like maybe like an hour here, maybe like an hour in like 2 or 3 weeks.
What's the longest you've sat down to play?
Yeah.
When I was in middle school, it was crazy. Yeah, middle school was crazy. I don't know count,
but like give a guess. I guess like
I can't guess, but what I will tell you this: one time my brother would ban me from playing. So I'd wake up before middle school and play. So at 6, I wake up, and then one Monday my brother fucking spent the night in jail. The one that would fucking ban me from stuff. Yeah. And so he wasn't there to patrol me or anything. So I woke up at 6, and then I had to like go to my neighbor's house too, because he was in jail, but I don't know why. And so I go to my neighbor's house like, hey, what happened to my brother? And so that day I stayed home from school because I was investigating. And then that in the morning for an hour, and no one knew until eventually he called somebody, my brother. And for the whole day, I was like, fuck, my brother's in jail. He's the only one that banned me from playing video games. Yeah. It's 6 in the morning. 7 now because I had to go investigate. 7 in the morning. So from 7 to whenever I had to go eat.
It's ironic that this went to his neighbors to find out where his family was at.
Why, he was your neighbor's homie or what?
Yeah, because they would do malandro shit together.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, the fucking hamburger was missing. He's gonna call first. His wife. Okay, the second person you're gonna call.
Well, no. The thing is, like, not really. Everybody has an equal chance of. Because nobody's going to really know specifically.
Didn't their wife call you? They tracked you down through Venmo?
Through Venmo?
Nah. Claudia called me when JD went missing. It was just that he was drunk in my pad.
Oh. but they called you, but they got your name through Venmo.
No, they got the first. I think she called Susie.
Yeah.
And I think Susie texted Jose. And then I'm guessing Jose gave Susie my number, and then they gave Claudia my number, and then she called me. And
that's what happened?
I believe so.
I remember there's some I think Heber didn't pick up or Jose didn't pick up, and then through Venmo, through Jose, I think Jose was asleep or some shit. But I remember them going through Venmo or some shit. I remember being like, oh, that was a smart tactic. They found your Venmo. Your Venmo or Zelle. Zelle's connected to your phone, and then that's how they called you or some shit.
I think so. That could be it. Like yeah, it could be it.
So you go to your friends. You call your friends.
Yeah.
Sometimes. It's not a weird thing.
It's logical, yeah, but you're either gonna call your friends or the family.
Well, if you're
the thing that's what I'm saying. Like for me, it's equal parts. Like either or. It's depending on the situation, most likely either or is gonna know. Either my mom's not gonna know, or you guys are not gonna know.
If I guess it doesn't matter.
I never had anybody go missing. I actually lost my cousin at the park once, but
he killed the kid.
I mean, no, I had to find her. I found her somewhere in the woods.
What the fuck?
Was she different?
Huh?
What woods?
Was she different?
Nah, she was different.
She started twitching.
Nah,
No.
she just was there standing
In the woods? Where were we at?
It was not really in the woods. It was like in the park. The park just happens to be really big, and they were like in the middle of nowhere.
This was at a national park. The forest was right there.
What park was it? Over here?
Nah.
He was in your
like,
second.
like a fucking parking like Chino, bro, somewhere up there, where it's fucking smell like fucking cow manure and shit. What were you gonna say?
One time I dated a girl who was like a little
off,
and then I guess she ran away from home. It was a teenager, and the cops had to call me. The cops called me. I don't know, or some detective called me like, "Hey, you so and so's boyfriend." Yeah, boyfriend. And I was like, "Yeah." Oh, do you know where she's at? Because her parents are worried about her, and she hasn't contacted us or whatever. And I was like, "Oh, I don't know. She's probably with her other boyfriend or some shit." Yeah, she was a whore.
Homicide nigga number one.
Yeah, she was a whore. And then I was like, "Oh, okay, thank you." But like, fucking, I was with her for like 2 weeks. Like, this is this. And she had her ex-boyfriend's name tattooed right here.
Oh,
like, this was like the second red flag, and I still didn't break up with her. But it was like that's totally missing.
there for a good time, not a long time.
You like that wild stuff, huh?
She taught me a lot of stuff. And put it like that. She taught me a lot of stuff.
She corrupted your mind.
I was a young man, and she.
Have you ever lost somebody?
Lost?
Yeah, like
no.
Just in the middle of nowhere.
No, the closest is probably like losing my siblings at the supermarket or like.
But they called you guys over the.
Yeah, my sister. Me and my brother were just fucking around, and we're my aunt, and my mom was at another part of the store, and my aunt was just looking at fucking makeup, and we're just dicking around with my brother, and all of a sudden we hear something over the speakers. They said something, and my aunt could look into her shit, and all of a sudden 5 minutes later, it's like, "Hey, where did you say your sister was?" What the fuck?
And it was your fault. You got in trouble, huh?
No, it wasn't my fault. She just, I don't know what the fuck's fault was it, but it was in the same. I think it was a Kmart actually. It was in the same Kmart that my brother got lost when he was younger.
It's not even there anymore, huh? The Kmart.
Nah, it was I don't know the name of the streets.
It's the one, that one, right?
Yeah.
In Atlantic?
It's
yeah.
What's that shit now? A fucking
Target?
No. It's a fucking Goodwill. It's a Goodwill.
Yeah.
It's a Goodwill.
Yeah.
Those fools be making bang.
Yeah, last time I went and that line was hella packed. I'm like,
Yeah.
I told Javi, bro, I'm not standing in line. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Did you learn how to drive in a Kmart? Because for us, it was like everybody learned how to drive in a Kmart.
Kmart parking lot?
Yeah, because you know when it was empty already?
Yeah, no.
No? Oh, like my mom, my brother, not me, but everybody else.
No, the way I learned how to drive was where my dad works. There's like factories.
Mm-hmm.
Ton of homeless,
Oh, yeah.
but he taught us to drive like in that little portion,
Mm-hmm.
and then he gave it to me like twice to drive home with him in the passenger seat, and then I had to go to college on my own. So
Did you ever?
the first time I went with the white Chevy that I had, I don't know if you remember it?
The
Cobalt.
Yeah.
I went with my brother, and I almost crashed. It was the first time I got on the freeway too, trying to get over there. I almost crashed like twice trying to get there, and then when we get there to the parking lot, I was right there, fully parked, and I thought I had it in reverse, and I slammed at the gas and just ran the wall, bro. I left the license plate marked.
Hey, bro, when you said you learned how to drive at the homeless dude's place, I thought you were gonna like use the homeless dudes as like wait, I'm gonna maneuver through them.
Well, pretty much, bro. They're fucking walking around with their little cars. You're not supposed to hit them.
I lived right there behind Southeast.
Southeast?
Like in the Little Alameda?
Yeah, but like in the little cul-de-sac one.
Mm.
Yeah, that's where I would just go up and down with that truck. And it's not that.
You learn standard?
I did eventually, yeah. But like in the next time at Tacoma, automatic. And then eventually I'll go back into the standard truck, same spot. But that one I haven't driven in a while.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's not that interesting. It's learn how to everyone learn to drive. No one fucking gives a fuck about how you learn how to drive.
Unless it's funny.
Unless you drive a motorcycle.
I wouldn't do that.
I don't want to do that again.
I almost saw a fucking dude get taken right there on Alameda in 97.
With a motorcycle?
Yeah, a motorcycle, like a fucking dumbass. Some fucking FedEx truck was gonna like take his ass, bro.
Yeah. I've almost taken like 3 people on bicycles. You know when you pull up to a stop, you know, and they just go right through. Yeah, I had to stop having the habit that I will pull up straight to like the edge.
Yeah.
Where I was getting ready to jump into traffic.
Yeah.
But you know, after like 3 times, when I'm gonna start fighting with some fool because I almost hit him, Because they would go right through. They didn't give a fuck. They're not going to stop to check for cars. I wasn't going to stop to check for them. So we almost hit each other. And I wasn't going to lose that. So I only hit one. It wasn't my fault. Because that fool threw himself. I was right there in Florence. And there's a little street that you come up on right before Alameda and Florence. There's a little street that you go up to. No, so it's Nadium. And you know that white street right there passing your house?
Where everybody races?
Yeah.
Where everybody races.
Yeah, it's a big ass white area right there.
Where everybody does donuts. Where Chewy race. What was it called?
Oh, Crockett.
Yeah, there you go. So you go to Crockett all the way to Florence, and then that shit's a really tight street.
Yeah, it is.
And I was already stopped. I was sticking out like halfway out. I was already blocking the sidewalk, and I was waiting for a chance to go. And when I caught it, I was gonna start going, and Saful came in turning Saful was coming in, and I was going out. And I'm a fucking didn't give a fuck, and he went through, and I barely pushed him with my car. He got in front of me, and I barely pushed him, and I did saved him because I pushed him off his bike, and the car that would have hit him if I hadn't pushed him off went all the way. That fool stopped past us, and he came back. And he's like, "Oh, you guys good?" I'm like, "Hey, he's good." I barely tapped him. He was pretty much almost borderline homeless. I ended up buying just his bike tire and just took it to the laundromat.
How much?
I was mad. That shit was like $160, $150 for the bike tire.
Oh, the whole everything.
Yeah, the whole rim.
Oh,
yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, bent out of shape.
That could have been a new fucking bicycle race.
What kind of bike was it?
It was a nice bike. It was a fix-it. Yeah, it was a fix-it. Yeah, it was a nice bike. So the only thing that got ruined from his bike, he didn't get hurt. The only thing got ruined from his bike was the wheel in the back. So I'm like, I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to. It's kind of your fault. You threw yourself. But I did hit you. I'm not trying to make this a problem. So we went to the shop right there down the street, and I bought him a tire. Dropped him off in the laundromat. He was like, "You got a few bucks on you? Here you go, bro." And I left.
Damn, you got bullied into paying this food.
Well, I kind of rammed him with my car, so it was even, I guess.
Was he in the bike lane?
No, he was in the sidewalk. But that's what I'm telling you. I was, how there's the marked area?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was halfway through. My car was sticking out the other line. So I was fully on it, ready just to, hop on the gas and go.
Yeah.
And this fool didn't give a fuck and just went. And, he was going to get hit by the other car, too, if I didn't go and bump into him.
Honestly, probably if you didn't bump into him, he probably would have ran over, bro.
More money, so he fucked him. But he would have made a lot more money if he got hit by the other guy.
I that fool would have took it off.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. He only came back because it wasn't his fault.
Oh, you can tell he was kind of ghetto.
Yeah, fuck yeah, bro.
He would have taken off.
He would have straight taken off. I would have taken off too, but he was in front of me.
You could have stopped.
I wasn't gonna run him over. Go to jail for a homicide. Bumped into the guy and then ran him over.
Yeah.
No, I had my friend hit a guy by accident. My friend.
Your friend did that?
Yeah, she hit a guy on the side of the road.
Oh, the girl. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a girl. It's cool.
No, yeah, cause I have.
It's more logical. Yeah, that fool went to the hospital and everything, crying about his buddy. I think insurance ended up covering it.
Shit. How much do you guys think you guys can make off of getting hit like that?
When I was in college, the meme or the thing was, if you get by car, you
get that was a big thing. Yeah. You
get tuition paid. So I'm assuming a lot.
Nah, because it ends up being split between the people defending you, fighting for your case, the therapy or your medical bills, and if you rack up high medical bills, it's gonna equal to more pay, but that pay is also split into the medical bills and your defense. So you could get a lot of money, but a lot of it's not going to you.
Yeah, so there's a point where it's worth it and not worth it. If you get a broken leg and violent, worth it.
I saved the chick from getting fucking ran over.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, from Cerritos.
She jumped in front of the vehicle and this fucked it up for her.
Yeah, I did save that chick because she was on her phone or whatever, and that street is a really big street, so there's lights that actually will tell you when to turn. And so this chick was on her phone, and super distracted. I guess she thought that since all these cars had stopped, the light was going to turn green for her to walk. And so she was just on her phone. She looked up. She kept going. But I knew that there was a turn signal. So as soon as she was going to, put her foot on, on the street, off the sidewalk, you know how, the backpack has, the little small hand on the top? Hand. So I grabbed her ass back, and, she saw, the cars turning, and she just kind of gave me, a nervous zap, I was like, dude, you're going to die.
So
you went and pushed her back into the road, and you started slapping her, said, "Are you molester? Oh, bitch."
Yeah. Well, if that ever happens with Gio, let him, because he needs papers.
I almost got hit by an ambulance once when I was going to school.
That's how you get paid.
Well, yeah, I was totally unaware. I was going on my skateboard and I had both earphones on, and I crossed the street, and when I looked left, the ambulance was stopped right here. Yeah. Damn. I didn't hear it till it was right next to me.
You should have just hit your head.
Fucking threw myself on the ground.
One time, what happened to you, the guy, we hit him, happened to me. Same shit. I was going. I don't think I stopped. And he kind of... No, this guy wasn't even in the thing. He didn't even stop. He kind of did a rolling stop. And I was already going, and he tapped me. And I was like, oh, my bad. I apologize to the guy for crashing.
What the fuck, bro? That was your time to get a check. You're supposed to get off the bike, start limping and crying and shit. I'm going to call my mom.
He hit me. I said, oh, my bad. And, like, I didn't even stop. It was kind of like a drive-by, my bad. And I just kept going. And shit. I'm sure I had earphones in.
So you were more worried about him or his car getting scratched and him bitching about that?
No, I was because the guy was nervous, like, because he hit me. Like, oh, fuck, he just hit me. And they're like, what did I say? And it's like, my bad. Because I didn't know, like, what to do. And it wasn't like he didn't hurt me. He just tapped me and shit. So I apologize for getting hit.
For hitting his car?
For hitting his car. It wasn't his fault, but I was going somewhere and I didn't want to be bothered.
I've hit, like, 3 cars. No, when I'm in my bike. Like,
I believe it. No one's going to say no.
Especially when they're in the sidewalk too, like, you know, when they're parked like that.
Yeah.
I try to squeeze in between the gate and the car, but most of the time I end up kicking the shit out of the car by accident. There was one time there was a guy inside. I didn't see him. He was an old fuck, but like he looked all mad and lowered my window, and I'm like, but he didn't say anything. He was about to, but he saw me getting mad looking back, and he didn't say anything.
Hey, were you there with us that one time we were playing football outside, and they threw the ball to Diego? And then Diego caught it. I think he caught it, and he broke, or he bumped into somebody's car mirror, and he broke that shit off.
Yeah,
you were there.
Fuck, I can't remember which car.
It was somebody's car, bro. That one fucking broke the mirror. Yeah.
These people used to play a lot right there in front of the street.
Football.
What the fuck? What happened?
Somebody threw a ball to him.
No, after, like, what?
Oh, that would taped it.
Oh, he put some super glue and left it there.
No one knew that it was you guys.
I guess not, because we never heard any complaint.
Yeah, and most likely nobody's checking their cars.
Cared,
nobody's also checking their cars as soon as they come out.
Yeah, but like a neighbor or some shit.
Yeah, I mean, it had to be down to a neighbor.
A neighbor didn't see you, and like, oh, the kids that live right here didn't.
I highly doubt it, bro. If they were fucking throwing the ball, making noise for a whole hour, they're not gonna be standing there for a whole hour waiting you to fuck up.
That shit
would have been hilarious, bro. This fool taped it up, glued it, and then when this fool came in his car, drove it off. Like 3 minutes afterwards, it falls off. Like, what the fuck?
I knew somebody that worked at Amazon that hit a car.
You?
No, not me. I knew somebody hit a car on the street that we all delivered at, and then later, the car owner put like plaster on it and spray painted it black. And then for like years, we would all like see that car and think of that one person. We all you know who it is because he told you that. He sent you a picture of the thing, and then
so was he.
That wasn't me. Even to this day, like, because this was like in 2020. Yeah. Even now, we still see the car with the fucked up plastic.
And you guys reminisce about your corner.
One time I sent a picture of him, and it was like, oh, the good old days. But one time, one of my things, I hit a tree. I was reversing into a tree, and the tree fucking. It made a loud ass fucking noise, but I didn't hit it that hard, and it stayed standing. And so I left and delivered the package. When I came back, the tree was still standing, and then I was getting ready to leave. I just started tilting forward, and eventually just hit right there. And then in that case, there were neighbors like fucking like they were there, and I stayed because I didn't want to hit and run. Also, the next delivery was the neighbor's house. Yeah. So and then after that, so I had to be in the block for a bit, and so like. Neighbors came out, and then everybody came out, and like, oh, are you okay? Like, because it was a nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
So
they actually give a fuck about you.
Yeah. They stopped beating on you for the tree straight up.
And then one guy was trying to protect me, like, oh yeah, I hit the car. He's like, no, you didn't. And I was like, oh yeah, right, I didn't. But like, he was like joking and shit. Yeah. And then the cops, the city workers, like, oh, right, just we're gonna cut it up and just leave. And so yeah. But that shit was fucking. Like fucking
if it had,
immediately.
If it had been a poor area, they would have fought you for every like branch you broke off in this.
I hear so many stories like that. I was listening to this one guy. He kind of made it into a joke how he was in a neighborhood because he grew up in the ghetto as well, and so now he was in like in a good neighborhood and shit. And he's running and shit, and he's like, oh, like somebody's like a white girl's like chasing, like coming behind me. So I'm guessing she's chasing me, and he's all like. he was all paranoid because usually in the hood, like, you don't run. Yeah, you don't fuck. Yeah, somebody's chasing you and shit. He's all like, oh yeah, like when I finally got to tie my shoe and shit, like she just said good morning, passed me by. But he's all like he just felt so like if somebody was like after him and shit, or like if somebody didn't really want him there because of the fact that he grew up in a neighborhood where it's like I can't really run out here because, you know, so and so might get me, or I might get caught in a crossfire between so and so gang. So he's like, fuck that. I was still scared living in a good neighborhood because it's like the first time that I experienced like the liberty of just going outside and shit. Yeah, running, bro.
Going out for a quick jog.
Yeah, for a quick jog, bro.
Not getting robbed in the corner.
You know? Like you were in Southgate and you were coming back to the ghetto, and then you felt some fucking.
Yeah, it was. I was actually walking from the ghetto to Southgate.
From the ghetto to Southgate.
To Southgate. I was going towards Southgate.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
but you were running, no?
Yeah, so I just to kind of like make the story as short as possible, I used to run a lot of I guess you could say like new technology that's coming out. So one of the big things that we got were a watch that was in testing. And so usually right there we used to do activities where we would have to either run for 30 seconds, walk for 30 seconds, stand for 30 seconds. So those were called daily activities. And so one day I actually was doing those activities because I was all like, you know what, let's kill two birds with one stone while I get to the spot, because I like running in Southgate because, like, as you mentioned, it's a way safer neighborhood. I was all like, you know what, as I get to my destination, I'm gonna, you know, do this, right? So I'm gonna run for 30 seconds, walk, stand 30 seconds, right? Just till I get to my spot, right? Basically I would knock out one of my activities and then I'll just run and walk, and my day is basically done until I come back home. And so one day I was actually going towards Southgate, and then it got to a point where I was in the ghetto, and I was literally by a mechanic shop, and I had to stop there. Which at the same time, it looks kind of suspicious to begin with because of, like, let's be honest, the way that I look. I always have a hoodie on, right? And also because my activity said to stop there, so I had to stop. So I can't move, bro. So it's a bit weird. I get it, right? But the thing is, like, nobody in that mechanic shop told me anything. There was a dude behind me that was acting kind of weird that just started looking at me like this, posted up. That was, I don't know if he looked at me like a target or he thought I was up to something or whatever, but he didn't really look like he was, you know, a mechanic guy, because he was in like chanclas, cut up jean shorts, and like, I don't know if it was a Clipper. It was some type of basketball jersey. Yeah. And it was weird because I was just standing there, and then I saw him from the corner of my eye. He's like rattling his pants. And I'm like, dude, I see you. Like, I see you. Because he goes around because you know how, like, the cars are parked on the sidewalk, and then he goes through, like, 92nd like this. He starts going around the fucking cars. And I hear him, like, rattling shit, bro. And I hear, like a snap, bro. I'm like, so this will have something for sure, bro. Like a pocket knife or like, yeah. And then I see him, bro. And then, we just kind of, he gets really, really, almost really close to, like, around that little truck, almost to get to the sidewalk. And I just had a few seconds to go, like, by luck, man. And then I just, like, I jogged. It said run, but I jogged. The only reason why I jogged, though, was because I didn't want to look like this guy was, like, if I was a target, you get me? Because I maybe if I would have ran, that motherfucker would have ran, like after me, yeah. So I just jogged enough to a point where, like, okay, like, if you want to catch up to me, you can. But yeah, that was just hella weird, bro. Cause that dude, I as soon as I saw him, when I turned around and I saw him rattling his keys, you can straight out tell, like, this dude was up to no good. Like, the feeling that you get from this guy was just like, damn, bro, like, you really, like, you're really like a bad person. Like, you're really a fucking bad person. Even my head started hurting, bro. No lie, I was just running till I got to my spot, and my head was hurting like a bitch, bro. Cause I'm like, damn, bro, like, that dude, he was off. He was hella off, bro, and his eyes were just like beaming, bro. Like, that fool was on some shit. Yeah.
Your spidey senses went off.
Yeah, bro. No? Yeah, that dude was trippy, bro. That dude was trippy as fuck. But I know for a fact he did see the watches, though. Because I would carry, because I had fucking four of them at the time. Yeah, bro. I had them all at the same time. And, were on my right hand usually had more, because it was the actual watch that you were testing out. And then, like, an Apple Watch. And then on the other side, you had what was it? It was a Samsung watch? Or it was what's the name of the other one?
Nokia.
No. It was a super expensive watch, too. It was like $2,000, bro. It was an expensive ass watch. He was going to come up on, like, at least a good $6,000. Nah, 6K? Yeah, bro. Yeah.
No wonder he fucking.
Yeah.
He got nervous looking for the shank in his pockets and he kept rattling that shit.
Yeah, dude. And then on top of that, I still had a pedometer, and then I had some chest straps, bro. Yeah. So he would have came up, bro. If he would have fucking just robbed me right there, that would have at least been a cool almost $6,000 if anything.
He would have sold it for $50.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. He would have sold that shit real quick.
Real cheap, real quick.
Yeah, real quick.
Yeah, and you know what bought it? My dad. Because he goes to the park and buys stolen shit. I'm like, if you go to a restroom, it's packs and packs of Colgate fucking toothpaste.
In the park?
Yeah, because when I came at the park, and then crackheads will go steal shit and just send it to the beaners at the park.
No, normally you get that at liquor stores.
Like outside the liquor stores?
Yeah, I bought in, I think it was a portable charger, a ratchet set, fucking set of...
For cheap too. Huh?
Yeah, it was like $5-6 or a couple beers.
How much is an Apple Watch?
It depends.
300, 200.
300. So okay, so like
yeah.
Okay, so like the one of the watches, bro, it was like $2.5K. Like one of the ones alone. Yeah, the Samsung one was at least another like 500, 600, bro. And then I don't know how much the fucking the prototype was.
Priceless.
Probably. Yeah. Priceless. And then the Apple Watch, which is another $500 maybe.
Yeah,
that's like at least like 4,000 right there. Pretty close to 4,000, and plus the pedometer, bro, which is like another $200.
But that motherfucker didn't see any of that, bro. Shiny. That's it.
Yeah.
Also, you lost your job.
Career,
honestly,
bro. Career,
I probably would have gone to jail.
Because they thought you would have stolen it yourself.
Yeah, or the prototype. I would have had to at least create a full ass report on that shit.
I think it would have been clear with the report, like on the spot, call the cops, making the report and shit.
Yeah. And if necessary, the cameras with mechanics testimony.
And I had two prototypes, bro, because one of them fucked up. They were mad at me too.
And we sent them, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
FedEx?
No, that was when they were done with the project.
Oh,
because it was before that. Yeah, before that, I had fucked up a prototype. Well, I didn't fuck it up. It just stopped working. It stopped charging.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and they were mad because they had to send me a new one. I'm like, bro, like I'm going to your test dummies, motherfuckers. Send me another one.
And that's their malfunction.
Huh?
That's their malfunction. That's
like on
bad
them.
prototype.
That's data.
Yeah, that's data.
Yeah, they fucked up this was in charge. Why didn't in charge? So you probably helped them more because they probably fixed the bug from.
Not really. They're probably just cheaping out.
Why do you always say no to everything?
It's just you, bitch. I'm gonna say no to you. Anything. No.
No, whatever. He says no, but this and that.
Like, even if you were to jack those prototype watches, the moment you turn them on, you're fucked. You're completely fucked. Because those prototype watches, they weren't really supposed to be in the hands of anybody else but the users, or for who it was actually meant for.
You.
And plus, even if you were to have stolen that shit, you actually need the software from the developers themselves to be able to unlock anything either way. So, like, basically, like, stealing that watch would be borderline... You'd be pointless. Unless you were, like, a hell of a good hacker. But even then, like, it's connected to the fucking database. So, like, at the same time, you'd be kind of fucked. And what's crazy is that I actually was looking for another job similar to that one. But I think I told you, bro, that they were going based off BMI.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that shit was stupid because... For the people that don't know, it goes body mass index, which is the ratio of fat to your height. And so the BMI on that shit was really stupid. It was like hella low. So basically, for me to be part of that project, I had to weigh about 150 pounds.
How much do you weigh?
Like 205. I would have to cut like 50 pounds.
Damn. The BMI is fucked up.
Yeah, the BMI is pointless.
It
doesn't work.
So it doesn't count for fucking...
No, just straight like
body
weight and height. That's literally it.
It's a rudimentary.
Yeah, so like if you're like a football player that's, my height, 5'9" or whatever, and you weigh 220 pounds but straight muscle, you're considered overweight regardless. Yeah.
But are you obese?
I've always been.
Are you?
Always.
Technically you're obese?
Well, I don't know. I was obese when I was growing up. Every time you went to a doctor, you know how they had the little scale. He's fat.
Were you fat as a kid?
Yeah, hella.
Yeah. Hella fat? Really?
Well, yeah, I was always chunky, like real round, up till junior year, because that's when I started joining cross country and exercising a lot more.
Cross country?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I did cross country, and then I did a lot of runs trying to get up to the LA Marathon. Students run LA. Yeah, but then me and my friend just started dicking around with some other girls after, because at the Southeast Middle School, we used to, the bag where they had that spot where you could go do donuts. Yeah, we used to come out to there in the parking lot, run all the way around, and then go the way to Southern, and then run to the Southgate Park. Yeah, we let everybody else go ahead, and then we get 2 blocks down, and then turn around and come back and start throwing the ball, or start fucking around or some shit like that. And then the teacher came back on the 3rd time. She was like, "You guys are not running. You guys are out of the team."
I wonder why.
I was so insulted when I did my first was it cross country run, because I don't think anybody thought I was gonna finish or at least do well, and I did alright. I think it was 3 miles right there in Elysium Park. It was 26 minutes. 26 minutes. 25. It was between 24 and 26 minutes, I think. The 3 miles.
Your first cross country event happened when you were 6, or how old were you?
No, you were 6, right? No, it was like 17.
That's not what he meant, bro.
Cross country event.
No, well, the thing is, I didn't run when I crossed the actual country. Yeah. Well, we did, but it wasn't the whole time. So you're 6. Like whenever the Amiga came too close, they got dug down. And then when they passed by, then everybody yelled run, and then we started running. I couldn't run, so my aunt was just dragging me behind. I was so hot, bro. I had a little bag of candies, and the bag ripped, and all the candies fell out.
I thought you had too. Huh?
Yeah, and then when I was looking for the candies, the bag was just like empty and shit. And then my other glove was in there too, so I was just with one glove in my hand.
What glove? Because it's cold?
Yeah, so we had a backpack with canned food, a sheet, and a gallon of water. And then we would stop during the nights for like 30-minute periods, just to lay down and sleep for a bit.
You came through TJ?
No. I came through
Nogales, Texas?
No,
Arizona.
Actually, no, I'm confusing it.
El Paso would be Texas.
I'm not sure, but it was somewhere through Texas. The things that they brought me in. So when I crossed the desert and they brought me into this side, they put us in a little house. Like everybody in the group, we got into one room and we stayed there for a few days until we got picked up separately and brought to different areas of LA. And then from there, me and my aunt came to some house right here close to LA, right here in LA. Yeah. And they told my mom to cough up another 3 racks or they were going to see us again. They extorted my mom towards the end for more money. But yeah, in the end, like we were there for like a week and a half. And then when they finally turned us over, I remember they just drove us to an intersection and they just swapped us cars.
Wait, through is it Texas?
I'm not sure, but
oh, you're too young to remember probably. Huh?
I only remember because of the paperwork I did, but I can't remember specifically. Okay. I think it was El Paso, maybe. Oh, yeah, but even then,
Juarez, no?
Juarez. Juarez would be the border town. And Sonora, it's Sonora too, because it's Sonora, Arizona, Sonora, Mexico. No, it's Nogales. Nogales, Arizona, and Nogales, Sonora.
I saw a human skull when I was walking through a desert.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the motherfucking guy stuck his dirty sock in his eye socket. He said, "Fuck that fat fool," that he fell asleep and I wake up.
How do you know the fat fool?
Supposedly it was one of the guys that went through the room with him.
That's fucked.
Yeah, because it's a trail that they constantly use. Yeah. So he said that he knew the guy that he couldn't make it. He was just too big, and when they laid down to rest, I guess he just passed away.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
And he just disrespecting the. So
yeah, the fucking skull he put up in a little tree and then took off his sock and just stuffed it in there.
The coyote had the fucking responsibility of taking this fat guy.
He didn't have the responsibility. All he was responsible was guiding you through the way. Like my aunt was the one got help. My aunt got help from some other dude to like drag me across the desert at some point too.
So the coyote had the responsibility to take care of the fat guy. The fat guy died.
He wasn't supposed to take care of him. He was just supposed to show him the way, and he couldn't make it. So it was his fault.
He was hired for it, right? So
no, like the dog, like they're not even hired. They just told, this is your group, take them that way, and then you get paid. And then I paid individually to the guy in Salvador. I paid in Salvador.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that shit trickled down and passed along.
But they get paid eventually.
Yeah, they get paid, but they're not getting paid to take care of your pussy ass and get you across.
Okay, so
they're gonna tell you go that way, and if you can't make it, that's your problem.
So those guys are always constantly doing the same trip as well.
Yeah, they're
damn, bro, those motherfuckers be in some top condition, huh?
Fuck yeah, bro. Yeah. So, okay, that's what Hugo came here. That fool was fucking strung up on some drug, fucking homeless over there in Mexico. And he said that his homie, they used to make trips, told him to give him a hand with an old dude that he needed to pick up and throw over a fence or something like that.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, and then when he was here, that fool was like, fuck it, let's go to LA. And that fool stayed here.
That's wild, bro.
It's even wilder how they come here, because there's houses where there's 10, 15 people living. And that fool told me that when he came here, he was paying for like $100, $200 for the space of where you could lay down in the hallway.
Where was it?
In the house. In the house. He would get the space in the little hallway in the corner to lay down and have his stuff. And he would pay like $100, $200 just for that little space. No, just monthly rent. But for that little space, it was just enough for you to lay down and have some, like, a bag of stuff.
Who?
This was Uncle, my boss.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, don't Chinese people do that too? Like, a lot of them come into like the country, and then a lot of them would sleep in like 1-bedroom apartments, and it'd be like a shitload of them.
Yeah.
Because my dad was also, I don't know if it was my dad or one of my uncles, because you know in that King Buffet right there in HP, you know how like a lot of the chinitas there, they don't really like speak English.
Yeah.
My dad was basically kind of like telling me like, I don't know, dude, maybe like the chinitas that are working here, maybe they're trying to pay off like their trip from like when they came from, you know, whatever, you know, Asian country they came from.
Yeah. Because
a lot of them they don't speak. They don't speak English, bro. Like they just speak their native tongue, and all they're doing is like literally working all day.
Yeah.
Right.
I think so too. Yeah. Because there's people that work there like their whole fucking lives, and I think it's just to pay off
like their trip,
whatever it is. But I'm sure that's more expensive because it's different fucking continent.
Yeah.
So it's 10 times what it costs. Because those fuckers have to cross many international borders to get over here, and then cross the fucking sea to get over here. So I'm sure these spend their whole lives working and shit like that. Damn, that's fucking the fucking skull. That's crazy.
Yeah, but some of those guys are ruthless, bro.
Honestly, the worst part of that trip was that through the desert, I was walking in jeans. So when I got out, like all the back of my knee was just all scab.
Oh.
Yeah, the skin had peeled away, and the scab had started to grow and peel off.
Yeah, the nastiest rash. Fucking.
Yeah, no, it wasn't even a rash. My skin was literally gone, and I had just had a patch of scab that kept falling off as I was walking and regrowing. And then by the time I got to that room, they started putting, like, they just took off my pants and laid me on the ground and put ointment in the back of my knees.
Fuck.
Shit. It's all fucked up.
Yeah, it was all fucked up, but it was just good memories now.
Are they good memories?
Yeah, I don't think they were bad. Even the traumatizing one about the skull, I don't think it was traumatizing. I don't really give a shit about it.
That's just weird, because that fucking guy knew the person, and it's his responsibility to bring them, and he just like, fuck that.
Yeah, but I mean, you're pretty much desensitized when you.
Oh, them, yeah. They don't
yeah,
fuck about you.
Yeah, motherfuckers passing 3, 4, 5, 6 groups a week.
Yeah.
They're doing it on a daily basis. They don't give a fuck.
Shit.
That was probably like the 5th one that died, and that's the only one I saw.
the other one holding his underwear.
No, fuck that way, bro.
Oh, fuck. But back then it used to be a lot easier, because when my dad explained it, it was like, he used to come from, he came here, and then he would go to vacation in Mexico with no papers, and come back and just cross the border each time.
Yeah, remember Felipe Esparza was telling the joke of like how his brother became gay, because back then, his brother became gay because of the fact that back then, to cross kids especially, people would actually borrow like their papers from another kid that's already here, and so his brother had to get a wig on and basically act and pretend that he was a girl. But the thing is, he never grew out of it. He never grew out of it, so he turned gay, and he became gay for the rest of his life.
Nah, it was more like that, bro. He was more like that.
My mom, that happened to my mom. That's how she got here. She crossed it once with fake real papers from somebody
else.
Like
like her. Yeah.
But my dad would cross. One time, my dad was telling me that he was running on the beach.
Yeah.
And he was, you know how on the solid sand where the water hits, it's flat. You can run it no problem.
Yeah.
But once you get toward like the powdery stuff, it's more difficult.
Yeah, like you sink and shit.
Yeah, and so my dad was getting chased by the immigration,
ICE,
and then my dad, instead of running on the fucking where you can run properly, he ran diagonally to the sand, and then the cops cut him off eventually somehow. And then my dad was like, how the fuck is, because my dad was, in Mexico you're in better shape. Cause you know you're saying that when you cross you have to be in good shape.
Yeah.
But that was decent shape, and he's like, how the fuck are these white people catching up to me? Because he didn't understand the physics of the sand slowing down. These white people, these fucking cops,
just going around.
Yeah, going around and shit. So like my dad, it was like his first introduction to America was physics. Yeah.
Motherfuckers eat like shit food, and they're like.
Yeah, but he died like at 50.
Oh yeah, I mean there's that too.
Coca-Cola fucking
it's bad.
I'm sure they make most of the most of the revenue comes from fucking Mexicans. Because in the morning, when I went, they wouldn't sell me Coke because they had to return the bottle.
Oh yeah. The imported.
Yeah, the tax fucking. Yeah.
That's stupid though, but you can't buy like a brand new bottle.
No, because I'm a foreigner, and so they didn't. You know that's not our customs, and also they probably thought we were gonna leave. So, like, I have to return the bottle eventually, and then they get sent off and get a new.
No, I get you, but, like, so you can never buy a drink without, if you don't have a bottle?
They won't sell you anything.
That's why you have to bring the empty bottle in order to get the drink?
Or they have to know that they have to trust you to bring it back eventually.
That's some bullshit, bro.
Yeah. But the thing is, every day they send someone to get tortillas, and then fucking
Coca-Cola. Yeah, it's like the thing.
Yeah, it's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, because the albañiles, my bad, bro. The albañiles be having. I'm telling you, in the morning they be having Coke with gansito. In the middle of the day is Coke and like a torta, and then at the end is like Coke and frijoles and some steak.
Yeah.
Or some huevo.
Yeah.
Cokes. Yeah.
My aunt used to eat that shit with. My aunt used to eat Coke and bread. You know, he used to dip.
Oh, they dip it, right?
Yeah. That's like not regular bread, bolillo.
Yeah, bolillo.
Yeah, I don't get that. That shit's nasty. I don't like soda
I don't do it either. Most hot chocolate. Hot chocolate with bolillo. That's cool. I don't know about Coke.
My elementary, one of the special science teachers, that fool was clowned on so hard because he loved chocolate. He would put it on everything, and the weirdest thing we saw him eat was spaghetti with chocolate. Like pasta with chocolate.
That's Elf. You think Elf?
Elf?
Yeah.
With Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell, where he eats spaghetti.
I know what you're talking about, but I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. Basically, your teacher.
Theo's addicted to Coca-Cola, bro.
Theo.
Oh,
Theo. Yeah, he's addicted to Coca-Cola. That dude will go through a 12-pack in a few days. Probably a few days. Yeah.
You should show him the amount of sugar is in the whole pack. Like a whole pack.
They don't give a fuck.
They're more advanced than we are because they say too much sugar. Too much calories.
Oh yeah, and their products.
Yeah, like not super big, but like
it's well enough for you to like actually notice it.
Mexico,
Europe has that too. Whereas in the front they have to cover, and then I think they finally I think it's in Mexico too, where they like anything cereal and candy that's high in sweets and fructose that they can't be promotionized with. Cartoons.
Oh, animals, yeah.
Here too,
bro. They took away like the pingüinos.
Tricks for kids.
All the characters are gone. Yeah, which is
Chester Cheetos too, huh?
I think Cheetos, really?
I think it's still on it.
It's still on it.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's.
So it's only like the desserts.
I think so.
Because they did take the ping. Oh yeah, there's the desserts because the pingüinos are not on there anymore.
No, because
it makes sense though, because it's apart from the bright colors, it's enticing for the kid to watch a cartoon.
Yeah, that's fucked.
But I mean, regardless if the kid gets a taste for it, you know what the fuck they're gonna get.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it depends on the parents' discipline.
That's like the solution to most problems. It's just parents' guidance.
Yeah, but the parents didn't get the proper guidance. Now you think they're gonna give it to the kids?
It's a slippery slope. Parents didn't get it, and then they're not gonna give it to the children, and then the children are gonna give it to their kids.
Yeah, the kids that are coming up, bro, they're super distracted at everything. They just see one little thing, and they're so enticed by whatever fucking moving object is passing along.
It's crazy though, cause like you're seeing a whole new level of ingenuity. Stupid. Well, yeah, that's stupid. That's stupid. Like ingenuity with technology. Cause I still get amazed at seeing fucking little kids like Juanito play the games that I'm playing. They play them just as good as me or better, and I've been playing for years, and they been playing that shit clean as fuck, and it's just because they've been doing that shit ever since they got their hands on they removed the fucking controller with their hands, oversized as fuck, but they were still fucking right there playing with it.
Yeah, but the bad thing about that though is that like a lot of these kids are spending their time on those things, but to some extent, like I know that it's useful because a good amount will make money, but not everybody makes money. You get me? So like, what the fuck happens to the rest of the kids that?
Retarded.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, what happens to those kids? Because I mean, at the end of the day, like you have to learn some type of skills, and I'm not even trying to be fucked up. And I know because I see it firsthand. It's like these kids are like they need help with everything else.
Yeah. Like
even like their dexterity for sport, bro. These guys are in the 4th grade, 5th grade, and they trip skipping.
Oh.
They trip skipping, bro.
Yeah.
we're not allowed to make them run that much because they fall. Think about that. That's.
I think about that often.
That's fucking stupid, bro.
Yeah.
That's fucking
Hey, bro,
stupid.
that's a sign for you to have a kid and train him like David Goggins. Beat the shit out of every other kid in there, bro.
Not even that. Just give them specific sports training and they'll be straight. But these kids...
Just give them general discipline better than every other kid.
Just let them go outside. They'll figure it out on their own.
Nah, that's another whole other level.
No, I was thinking backyard.
Oh, okay. Yeah, in the streets, that's different. That's different.
Like, let them go outside. The kids' creativity, because everybody's born with creativity.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's suppressed through video games.
Yeah, because the creativity is done for you.
Yeah, exactly. So just let them go outside and they'll figure it out on their own. Like back safe, not on the streets, Gio.
Yeah, but I think parents, to not deal with kids or not have to keep their eyes on them, because they also would like to be enticed or intrigued by whatever's on their phone. Yeah. They'd rather just like, oh fuck it, I'll be on my TikTok or Facebook, and then they're gonna be playing video games.
But I think it's mainly young parents, because parents that are 30 and above and have well developed life and have the time for a kid, they're gonna put in that time. But young parents are fucking tired of work, tired of the responsibilities, tired of their spouse, tired of the kid. Here, bitch, fucking watch some shit on YouTube. Yeah, and that's it,
But the thing is, most of the parents now are our age, bro.
Yeah, that's why.
Because it's funny because some of the kids, like I told you, I'd be like, they ask me, hey, how old are you? I'd be like, I'm 27. They're like, oh, my mom's my age. Some of them like, my mom's a little bit younger.
Fourth graders?
Huh? Fourth graders, yeah.
You're 10?
They're 10. When they were like 17, 18, give or take, yeah.
Damn.
You never had, my bad.
Go.
You never had anybody at your school give birth?
Yeah, in 8th grade, but that's like one chick.
In 8th grade, just so one chick in 8th grade?
With fucking, yeah.
Big old belly.
My grandma was a great grandma. Because someone in my family was 13 and had a kid. So
I counted 6 between my middle school and high school.
You what?
Counted 6.
6 pregnancies?
Yeah, I knew.
Oh, in high school, yeah.
Between middle school and high school.
Yeah, in middle school was one in 8th grade. She was already she gave birth before high school. Yeah. So she was 14 before she gave birth. So that kid now is your student.
Yeah.
Basically. No.
No, shit, they would be older.
Way older.
A few years older.
2011. So they'll be 13, 14 now.
They'll be 14. They'll be like in middle school. They'll be like their age, the age that when their mom got knocked up.
So they're about
starting to knock somebody out.
Yeah. Psycho. Yeah, it's fucking trippy.
Yeah, but it's just really sad, and I'm seeing it firsthand.
But that's their agility. Now their intellectual, their mindset is completely fucked too. Yeah, because it's been pretty popular on TikTok, where teachers come out crying about how these students are reading on a 3rd grade level when they're in the 5th grade, and how they need trouble and they need help spelling words that are basic, and they need trouble with math on basic math problems that they should be knowing way before they even got to that class.
Which was always the problem that I had, because I mean no harm, and I mean this wholeheartedly. When teachers always complain about them getting a fucking raise, and I never got that, just because they, first of all, don't really come up with the lessons. The lessons are given by LAUSD, and the way that they're taught is really stupid. So these guys, for example, like these guys at Huevo, bro, like they have like the little kids. You know how when we get like big numbers, like 20 times 326, when you do multiplication on that, how do you do it?
Times 10 first.
No. But like if you were to do it on paper.
Yeah,
like, let's just say, yeah, exactly right. You go top, bottom, huh? Yeah. It's not like that no more. They don't believe in that no more. Now it's like a huevo, it's like this, and then you make a box under, and you got to do like all of these fucking huge ass steps to finally get the answer.
I haven't seen that.
It's really stupid. It's the waste of fucking time.
It overcomplicates it. And they try to simplify it, but it overcomplicates it.
Yeah. And these kids, they're like, oh, we're not supposed to do it like that. I'm like, dude, I'm showing you an easy way. I'm like, dude, we're not supposed to be doing it like that. Dude, you're not getting it the way that it's supposed to be simplified for you. I'm going to show you a way simpler way. And these kids, they're very necios. Like, a huevo, they had to do it like at a box. And the box will take you like fucking 30 minutes, bro, when you could just do it long division style and get it in a matter of like 10 seconds maybe at most.
They probably did that, the whole box shit, to compensate for their stupidity, no?
Could be, but it takes.
I don't think so though. I think they they try to make it easier for them, but it just complicates it more.
Yeah. Also, like they have to like make things different in order to get more money. like they gotta make shit up to justify because they recently got a raise, no? They
just got a raise, but the thing is, you're not really changing it for the better. Like you're making it way too complicated for a kid that at the same time, which it's not their fault that have been out of school for 2-3 years during the pandemic. Yeah. So at the same time, you're handicapping them even more than they already were.
Yeah. Those kids are dumb.
They're really dumb, bro.
Yeah. Those kids are.
Yeah. I try though. Like, I try my best. I try to teach them the old way, or at least like in the most simplest manner that I could possibly teach them. But I'm telling you, some of these kids are like so stuck up to these methods and stuff. And then I mean, you also got to take into consideration they're not doing CSTs no more. They're doing Common Core, where you have to explain your answer completely in sentences. We didn't get that because we were just like kind of like we were the last class to avoid that. Yeah. Yeah, and bro, like these kids are now in Common Core and all this bullshit, which overcomplicates shit and caps them even more because I mean you also miss pivotal grades in their what do you call it, in their academic success, I guess you could say. So like these kids are. You handicapping them completely.
You want to know the bright side of this?
What is it?
You're not gonna have much competition in your career in the next 20 years.
Well, our career is there's no.
Well, we're fucked, but I'm not talking about his career, his actual career. This is not career. His actual career.
That doesn't be a career though.
No.
This is
his job.
His job.
I wouldn't join the school system just because I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
If they were to make a big change and you were able to have the creativity to, I guess, run the curriculum the way that you would want to, I would take a job as a teacher. I would go back to school to be a teacher.
Not even charter schools?
Not even charter schools, bro. Because at the end of the day, I mean, it's still to some extent a public school. The only difference is that like certain people pay for it, but the curriculum borderline stays the same.
We straight?
Yeah, we're good for now.
Yeah. So I don't think I would take a teaching job, if I'm being completely honest. I would rather just go back to my gym job.
I think the people that have the teaching jobs are the ones that started with that dream and it got crushed in the process, but they were too deep into it to back up.
That could be a thing. Yeah, because some of these people don't really look that enthusiastic about being there, and I don't mean to throw anybody under the bus, but sometimes even... I mean, I understand because, you know, being with kids, it's kind of like a delicate situation sometimes just because of, like, their attitude and what you can or cannot say. But, yeah, I feel like...
they got free range.
Yeah, so it's like, you're kind of playing on a tightrope, if I'm being... Like, you want to tell people, like, things, like, straight up, but you know you're in an environment where you just can't say it, you get me?
It's time to quit when you're just... this close to walking in and start slapping kids.
I don't have the issue because I feel like I'm pretty nonchalant. So I don't know if that plays against me too, because sometimes I guess some of the other people feel like I don't care, but that's not the case. It's just like they're kids. You get me?
Yeah,
like
you don't take it as serious as
yeah, exactly, bro. Because they're kids. I understand that they're kids. I don't need to be disciplining them like if I'm some fucking military person. Because I hated that as a kid. Yeah. I had a fucking teacher. Shout out Miss Armis. I hated Miss Armis, bro. Where she would like blow her whistle in class. She would make us march up and down. And in all honesty, it didn't work because we made her cry. Like the class made her cry. The class was tired of that shit, and like people rebelled against her. It's like, bro, it's like a dictatorship. We overthrew her. Yeah, we overthrew her. So I know that shit doesn't work. And believe it or not, like when other people take charge of my class, like even though I kind of to some extent like try to make it equal distributed power between both of us, kind of borderline like a democracy, right? Mm-hmm. Like they understand like we're cool with each other. Yeah, like certain time I lose them in transition, but I'm able to at least like if I tell them to do something, they'll do it.
Yeah, because you're not disciplining him. You're just keeping them in check.
Yeah.
You're like, just be cool. We'll be cool. There's no trouble. And then the teacher you're talking about, she's trying to fucking throw the book and have all the type of control over the whole room. She quit?
She cried and she quit.
Bro. We had that. I don't know if I talked about this here. We had that too in my No, it was junior year. My English teacher, she was 2 years away from retiring, and she retired that year because of us. She told us at the end of the year, But my class was one of the worst ones. It was basic sophomore English. What was it? Junior? Freshman. It was freshman, my bad. Freshman English class. And like we weren't really be listening, and she tried her hardest. She tried to be compassionate. She tried to be strict. She tried to be rough and all that shit. But her breaking point was one of the students that got kicked out. Like they were roaming around the halls, and they had two doors. She had her desk, one door, and the whole classroom was so packed. The back door was just locked up. It was blocked up. Uh-huh. So somebody would come in and start banging on the door and run off mid class. Then they started putting a Bluetooth speaker in the bottom of the door in the back room. So they were playing loud music until she got tired, went and opened the door, and they took off. Eventually, like, there was nobody outside, and one of the people inside snuck a Bluetooth speaker and put it in the shelf at the back, and he started playing shit. And then when she went to the door, she turned it off. And they be doing that shit for a cool minute, bro. But by the end of the year, she told her AP classes how much she loved them, and she was going to miss those classes and all that shit. And she told us how we're going to go nowhere and we need to find ourselves and discipline ourselves so that we can become and have a career in life. Otherwise, we're going to be in the streets doing hood rat shit. Here we are.
Or a hood rat podcast. I think that's a good way to stop it because that's about to die. So to end off the podcast, what's your last message to the people, Axel?
Fuck them COVID kids.
Fuck them COVID kids. Give up on your dreams.
Nah. Fight for your dreams, but fuck them COVID kids.
Give up on your dreams. Goodbye.